Hello, Shamai, and welcome back to the Welshman's Journey. And as you can tell, we are still at Barry Town United. It's the 11th of July, so there is by no means 100% sure that we will be staying at Barry this whole season. But today we have the Europa League matches, the biggest matches of our career so far. And we'll just talk to you about transfers first, just to see what we've come through so far. We did sign two players right at the back end of last season. Corey Francis from Cardiff Met Uni, decent midfielder. He's better than most of the options we've got right now. Not very good technically, but mentally got some really good stats, good leadership and good work rate there. And we also brought in Ryan Edwards, another central midfielder. This guy's all right. He's better than some of the older players we got. He's going to be a backup player, essentially. Good marking. He's a decent ball-winning midfielder. So as a defensive midfielder, pretty good. And unfortunately, Sylvain Kisitu left for Cardiff Met Uni. And the reason why this is unfortunate is because we now only have two centre-backs. Ryan Newman also left, but that wasn't a huge problem because he's pretty terrible. So I have spent all summer pretty much trying to find a new job because I don't want to stay here all season. And because we're only in the first qualifying round, the game starts quite early. And we've had a really tough draw. You probably haven't heard of Vojvodina Novi Sad, but they're actually a pretty good team. In Serbia, I think they finished second in Serbia. I don't even know. Can we check? Yeah, they finished second. So we're playing against the second Serbian team, and they beat Red Star Belgrade last season to get to this point. So it's probably one of the worst draws we could have got, considering some of the other teams in this competition. You've got some like Maltese teams, some San Marinoan teams, and we could have got something a lot better than this. It's a very, very difficult game. Could have played a team against from Luxembourg or Latvia, but we've ended up with a tough game, and you just got to deal with it. So let's take a look at the team for today. And like I said, we only have two centre backs, so obviously they will be playing. So we have Conor Waring in goals, Dylan Reese, Curtis Watkins, Johnny Lynch, and Kane Owen across the back. Corey Francis, and Danny Gossett in midfield, and Kane McLagan and Reece James as our wingers, and then Rittenberg and Darlington up front. We haven't had any pre-season games as of yet. We've only got one actually scheduled in, and that's against Manchester City under 23s, because we haven't really got like even looking at pre-season yet, because of this has just come so quickly, and I've pretty much been trying to look to get out of the club. And a lot of teams have rejected me so far. So it's the first leg. We're at home. So it's really, really, well, I say it's important we don't concede. I think we're probably going to get battered over two legs. But if we're still in it after the first leg, we could go out to Serbia and absolutely steal a win. So here we go then. This is the team we are coming up against. They've got a few regens in their squad. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. And it's going to be a huge game. It's an absolute sellout crowd here today. I think it's almost 2,000 people here to watch the game today. Look at that. Packed to the rafters for a European game. European football back at Jenner Park. And it's going to be a tough one. It's an absolute huge game. I will bring you both legs in this episode. I forgot to mention that. And if you do enjoy the video, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well if you want to see more. So if we can hold out pretty well. They've got a free kick here though. Lukic into the box he goes. Head away by Francis. McLagan on the ball now. Spread it, please. There we go. Reese. If we can get the ball up the pitch a bit faster. Reese over the top. Rittenberg. He's through on goal. He crosses it and Darlington scores. Alex Darlington, after just 13 minutes, we have taken the lead against Vojvodina in a fantastic counter-attack. Reese with the ball over the top. Rittenberg does well to chase onto the end of it, and he crosses it in, and it's a really good finish by Darlington. We're actually 1-0 up. Scenes, absolute scenes at Jenner Park. The 2,000 strong Barry Town United fans are going absolutely crazy. Darlington on the ball now. Unfortunately, he's lost it, but he's won it back into Francis. Poor touch. And here come Vojvodina Lukic on the ball. Good tackle by Gossett. Can we get the ball away? Kane Owen over the top. And unfortunately, there's no one there. Not quite the distance on the ball there. But we've won it back. Francis to James. We're playing really well. Over the top it goes. Rittenberg. He's in the box. Oh, he's hit straight at the goalkeeper. And then he's lost it. Oh, what a chance that was for 2. What a chance that was indeed. And unfortunately, he's offside. He could have squared it. Darlington was in a lot of space. And we could have been 2-0 up. Absolute stunning performance so far in this game. We are I wouldn't say we're dominating the game, but we've definitely had the best of chances. Not a single chance yet for Vojvodina as we approach half-time. Rittenberg has picked up a little knock. That's a little bit worrying. Reese with a throw-in now into McLagan. Can we get the ball up? Francis. Now it's a really poor pass. And Vojvodina on the counter-attack. Sladojevic up to Jaziri. He's into the box. He crosses it eventually. Back post. And we've conceded. Velibor Tosic. It's quite a poor goal to concede. You can see all the away fans there. And we've conceded an away goal now, which means we're probably going to... Well, we're definitely going to have to score out in Serbia. We've done well to shepherd him out of play. Well, not out of play, out wide there. But wherever that is at the back post. Johnny Lynch has been beaten way too easily there in the header. And there's a highlight straight from kickoff. If we concede here, this will be absolute tragedy. Long ball up the pitch, goes all the way to the goalkeeper, Kirkic. And the big hoof up. We've won the header though. Danny Gossett is a poor header, but McLagan gets it. Back to Gossett, to McLagan. Come on, lads, let's score. Into the box it goes. Rittenberg, can he get across? Darlington, and he scored. We're back in front just before half-time. Absolutely brilliant. That combination up front again. Dean Rittenberg assist to Alex Darlington. Absolute scenes. We've only gone and scored 2 goals at home against this side. McLagan with a beautiful ball over the top. It's a great touchdown by Rittenberg, and look at that for a cross. It's an easy finish again for Darlington, and now we should get to half-time 2-1 up in this game, and arguably we could have scored another goal as well. So apart from that little slip-up, it's been a fantastic performance so far. We were 7-1 to win the game before this. I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm pleased with how things are going. Absolutely fantastic performance, and if we can hold on to this lead into the end of the game or extend it, I would be absolutely ecstatic going into the second leg. And if we were to win this we would get so much money as well. Cross come in from McLagan and it's straight at the goalkeeper, unfortunately. What a performance this has been so far, especially from our attacking duo in Rittenberg and Darlington. Rittenberg with an injury as well, and he's done well to work that assist for the second goal. They've already made a couple of substitutions, and it's going to be time for us to make one soon as well. I'm just going to bring off Francis for Ryan Edwards, give him his first game. He's better as a ball-winning midfielder, so we'll slit him into that role and try and keep him a little bit more defensive. I think we're going to have to bring Rittenberg off at some point as well. It's a really deep throw-in. McLagan gives the ball away. Jaziri now. We've got 2 players out. The ball comes in. It's headed away. Is that Lukic? Oh, he had so much space there. All of our players got attracted to ball, and Bogdan Kuzmanovic has scored to make it 2-2. That's a really disappointing goal to concede. There's 2 players here and they can't stop the cross. It comes in, all 3 players go for the ball, and then Kane Owen is so far out of position. I think we're going to have to bring off Rittenberg as well, just because he's very, very injured. And I don't want to force him into a long-term injury. It's 2-2. We've conceded 2 away goals, but it's still a very, very good performance. We're going into the last 15 minutes now. No, I'm not going to stick it on attacking and go for the game, because that could ruin our chances in the second leg. We're gonna switch the formation around a little bit. We'll bring on Chelekwa, and we'll put on Southern. We'll move Southern as a attacking midfielder instead of a striker as our last substitution. We're going into added time now. If we were to concede here, it would be absolutely tragic. Kuzmanovic to Lukic. Maximovic slabbed Danovic, and he hits the post. All the itches in the world, and they've managed to hit the post. And it looks like, unless we can score from this corner, Gossett with it in. Chelek was on it. What are you doing, pal? What are you doing? Whoa, he had a good chance there. He had that on the edge of the box. But, I'm happy with it. I'm very, very happy with a 2-2 draw. Problem is, though, we're going to need some away goals in the second leg, and I just can't see us doing it. I'm very, very happy with how the first leg's gone. I'll come back to you just when the second leg is ready to be played. Okay guys, so we are back and ready to play the second leg. We're playing pretty much, well, we're playing exactly the same team. And the main reason I want to do that is because we've managed to get a 2-all draw in the first leg and a 2-all draw in the second leg. Would do me fine. And I was very happy with how Rittenberg and Alex Darlington played. I mean, the wingers didn't do much, but again, I'm very happy to keep the team essentially how it is for today's game. I am still... Oh, they're playing a very, very narrow formation today. That could actually benefit us quite a lot. So yeah, I am actually still looking for jobs, and I have been a couple of developments off the pitch. I won't tell you anything about it yet, but let's just say there's a very, very good chance that this could be the last game I play. I am manager of Barry Town United. You can see our little fans there in the away end. 8,000 people to watch this game. Mainly, obviously, Vojvodina fans. But we've got a chance. We've given ourselves a good chance from the first leg. If we don't concede early, there is a chance we could take this to penalties and maybe nick a goal ourselves. First highlight of the game, Jaziri to Kosic, into Lukic. They're coming at us, a lot of space on the wing. It's kicked away. Gossip with it away now. And there's no one really there to pick it up for us. Kosic now into Slabjedovic, Mikanovic into the back post. Oh, it's a good save. No, it's hit the post. It's hit the post. I think Connor Waring did have that covered. And there's a corner here now. It comes in. It's headed towards goal. Rittenberg's got it now. Can we launch counter-attack here? McLagan, there's so much space for the counter. Guys, where? Pass it. Pass it. Jesus Christ. K. McLagan. That was really bad. That was really, really poor. And Slabojevic now. And it's just over the top, thankfully. McLagan had players to his left, players to his right, and didn't release a single one. That's very annoying because we're not going to get many chances. Watkins had a chance to take a touch there, but didn't, unfortunately. Simic now to Lukic, into Simic again. And we can win this away. Francis now. It's got to be a free kick there. He strikes it, and it's gone just wide. We're not doing very well. We're really, really struggling, and Rittenberg is injured again. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with that man? If we manage to get to half-time somehow still in this game, I think Rittenberg, unfortunately, is going to have to come off at half-time. We'll tinker with the formation, I think, as well. Blasic now with a throw-in. Sekulic. So it's all the itches in the world you could ever want. Over the top it goes to Sladojevic. Cross comes in, and there it is. Ada Jaziri finally scores. It's been coming. It's been coming. We've had no chances whatsoever. We could have had a chance, but we didn't. And Sladojevic has slid it across. Our midfield is nowhere to be seen, and unfortunately we've conceded. And our dreams of taking this all the way to the end is very, very slim now. We've been absolutely battered this first half, and I think we're going to change things around a little bit at half time. So we'll give them the team talk, and we'll tell them that we can still win it. Well, technically we can still win it. We've still got a chance in this game, but because of Rittenberg's injury, I am going to bring him off, because he could just be a liability up front and waste chances for us. We'll slot in Macaulay Southern behind the striker, and we shall start the second half and see if that will make any changes for us. They've made a double substitution at half time, which is a bit strange. Didn't expect that. But no chances there. We've already had a shot on target, which is more than what we had in the first half. And it's a goal kick now for Vojvodina. A second goal would definitely kill us off, I think. Good tackle there. Ball goes over the top. Unfortunately, there's no one there for us. Mikanovic now to Sekulic, Jevic. They're playing some nice football. Mikanovic again. He's got a bit of space down the wing. Over the top it goes into Jaziri. Across. Sladjevic into the box. And it's tackles galore, but Militon Kosic has scored. It's 2-0. It's 4-2 on aggregate, and you gotta think it's over now. We need at least 2 goals to take it to extra time. Sladojevic slides it into the box. There's a good tackle there, and I don't know what Curtis Watkins is doing. Just kick it away. Just kick it as hard as you can away from goal. And for some reason, he's just slid in and got nowhere near it. And it could be game over now. Reese to McLagan, unless we could score here. Kane McLagan's run down the wing into Southern. That's it. There we go. Into James. James into Darlington. It's fallen to Southern. He's hit the post from there. Oh my God. Macaulay Southern. What are you doing? What are you doing? That was our chance to get right back into the game and make it squeaky bum time. 60 minutes gone. Wait, I think McLagan's injured as well now. Right, you know what? We're just going to go for it. We'll go attacking. Higher tempo, more closing down, get stuck in, be more expressive, run at defence, pass into space. You know what? We may as well go for it. We'll bring on Chalepa because McLagan's injured. This is it's going to be our last hurrah in Europe. We're going to fall at the first hurdle by the looks of things. 15 minutes to go. We've put a good show of ourselves second half. I think we played much better second half. We're going to move Gossett up here just because why not? And we'll bring on Ryan Edwards and just slot him in there. Actually, no, we'll stick him here as a deep line playmaker. One man in midfield now. Throw everyone forward. It doesn't look like it's going to pay dividends. Kirkic with a goal, with a free kick now. We haven't won the header, but Watkins has got it. Goes all the way back to Waring for whatever reason. Hoof comes up, and James had a little space there, but he couldn't get it. Owen now to James, into Gossett. If we were to score here, who knows? Southern into Darlington. It's a poor pass. Gossett and James now get in the box. Cross comes in. It's blocked. Edwards. I hope he doesn't lose the ball because there could be a counter-attack. Edwards, our one-man midfielder. Owen over the top. It's headed back towards us, and Lukic has got it. Over the top it goes. Sladievich is through on goal, and it's a good save by Waring. We are pushing and probing then, and we couldn't get through. There's another chance here though. Reese. And he's a really poor throw. Maksimovic to Nikic. All they need is one over the top ball and we're kind of screwed really. Jevic to Maksimovic. It goes through. Reese has got it though. Send it the other way, Reese. Send it. Oh my god. Back to the goalkeeper. Up to Kano. And why are we playing nice football now? Get it up the pitch. Like that. Watkins. Edwards. Just bring it down. Come on. Nah. It's over. The frustration is boiling over now. It's into the box and it's 3-0. Good night, Barry Town United, unfortunately, in what is probably going to be our last game for Barry. We've conceded a third goal, and maybe a couple of those misses we missed in the first leg. We're obviously ruined that. And Maksimovic with an easy finish in the end. Unfortunate for us, it's been awful defensively. Dylan Reese has got a 5.9 rating. Jaziri loses the ball, it goes up. This is going to be the final highlight. Into Jevic. Into Nikic now. Maksimovic. Please don't concede another one. 3-0. I suppose 5-2 on aggregate isn't the worst result in the world. We've put in a good showing of ourselves, I think. Goes to Edwards now. Over the top to Darlington. Could we score a goal? And Southern hit it straight at the goalkeeper. I mean, him missing that chance when it was just 2-0 probably killed it off for us. The final whistle's about to go then. And there it goes. Our flurry into Europe lasted just 2 games, unfortunately. We put in a good showing of ourselves, I think, and to get that draw was quite unlucky. I think, yeah, we've been defeated. McLagan's out for 3 to 4 days, and we've received quite a lot of money. We look at our finances now. Yes, now we have got a lot of money. £146,000 to be exact. That's what I kind of wanted to get into Europe for. They wanted us to reach the second qualifying round, which I think for a team like Barry is quite a high expectation, really. But unfortunately, let's be honest, what's going to be our final game for Barry Town United, we have been defeated in Europe. Our first foray into Europe as a manager, and it didn't go too bad. I think if we stay at Barry this season, we could probably do really, really well in the season and maybe even challenge for the title, but we're probably not going to find out. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you want to see what club we are going to be at next episode, please subscribe. If you enjoyed it, please like, and again, if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.